Hi, Chad. Welcome back. Sorry we ran the credits like 4 times, but we had to kind of switch things over because we wanted to bring our tabletop into play right here. And we wanted to unbox some of these amazing Battletech products from Catalyst Game Labs for you. We received these from
Catalyst Game Labs.
From Catalyst Game Labs. Sorry, yeah. Those of you who watched DFA today know I just ran a really, nice, intense 3-hour-long session of a fun game, Battletech. But role-playing Battletech. These are brand new products. I tried to find this one. So there are 2 that we're going to unbox here for you. There's the beginner box, which is a beginner box. Retails for about $20 at your local game store. And the, how much is this one going for, do you know?
I don't know.
We don't know, but we're going to find out. So this I haven't been able to find. My game store sold out of it. I think they got it a little earlier than everybody else, and it's completely sold. But they should be coming up with more soon. I imagine there's going to be another run of these box sets. They're pretty rad. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the beginner box. The beginner box, I mean, the box is nice. Look at this. It's got really awesome new art. I think this is Shimmering Sword, the artist who did this. You can check him out on...
he has a DeviantArt page.
He's got a DeviantArt page that is rad. He's got some super cool mech art, and I'm thrilled that Catalyst is bringing him in to do some redesigns of the old mech designs. I think this Griffin looks...
His Orion that he posted recently on Facebook and Twitter makes me want to pilot the walking coffin.
Yeah, and the dude's got a really great Instagram where he posts a lot of this stuff, and he also has a Patreon. So if you've got Patreon money just laying around and you want to give it to somebody who makes rad mech designs, check out Shimmering Sword because he's amazing.
Apparently the other one's $60.
Excellent, thank you.
Other one's $60. Somebody in chat told us.
I was trying to look that up.
So I'm going to pull the top off this. Boop. Box set. We've got a quick start rules. I picked the beginner box up a little while ago from our local gaming store, the Game Matrix here in Tacoma, and I played the beginner, the basic quick start rules with my 7-year-old, and it was awesome. Like it is a easy to follow, very simple breakdown of the basics of Battletech tabletop, and it's really well laid out. Yeah. Woo. People leaving. They've got what?
Oh!
It's just on me. They're just looking at me. So yeah, this is a really great, smooth unboxing. It's very well polished and highly produced. But I mean, I can't speak highly enough to how well like the tables were laid out. I mean, a game that's as granular as Battletech has a lot of data that you have to kind of pour through, and visual presentation makes a huge difference in how easily you're able to absorb that kind of stuff and turn it into an easily playable and smooth game experience. And I think what Catalyst did really helps that out a lot. I think they really achieved a good introduction to the basics of Battletech movement, firing weapons, that sort of stuff. It doesn't get into heat yet.
It looks like hit location's simpler too.
Hit locations are a little simpler. There's no back. There's one hit location table.
So it's no sides.
There's no sides, yeah. But it has all the hit locations are there, just not the different arc-based stuff. And you get a cool little novella, right? In this box, you got Golden Rule by Bill Keith, who is a classic Battletech author. I haven't read it, but it's short and sweet, looks really cool. And the art is just super rad. I love it. And these were one of the things that I liked, probably aside from the minis, which we're going to show you in a minute. These little record sheets that they came up with for the basic box set are the things that I like the most, because you get simplified. Let's see if I can hold that up in front of my face.
I can take it closer.
Yeah. You can take it closer. Take it closer. Give it a close up.
Maybe
the RoboCam can do better.
Yeah, it looks good. Oh, yeah. All right, go back to Matt.
Yeah. So you can see how it's like simplified. It's got the hit locations on there. It's got your gunnery skill, and it's got really cool art. I think I mean, kudos to Catalyst for coming up with a really good product that is a fantastic introduction to all this. And you've got different variants. You've got a Griffin 1N, you got a Wolverine 6R, you got the Wolverine 6M. So like, you're already being introduced to how cool and varied the units can be in a game of Battletech.
You also have individual pilot cards.
You got pilot cards, which are kind of sweet because it gives you different different abilities. I think are these Alpha Strike cards? I can't tell. I don't know anything. Do you know anything?
Nope.
We don't know anything. But we're gonna find out a lot because we're gonna dig through this stuff. And right now we're saying bye to all the people who helped out the episode. Bye, James! Because this was all very last minute. And what's up with the pilot cards? Maybe we can read about that and find out. But check out these miniatures. These are so badass.
That's the part I care about. I want to see them.
Yeah. So I'm going to set them on top of the box, up here at the front. And it's really, really great sculpts of the Wolverine and the Griffin. And they're new, and they look great, and they're kind of chunky, and super fun. They wear it well. But you know, they look like big stompy battle machines. They're really cool looking. Can you get it any closer?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't that look good? Shoot, dudes.
Real nice and close.
Yeah.
Oh.
You hit the kind of the limit.
Okay, give it a second. Give it a second.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Those look so good.
Wow.
Look at that.
When do I get to paint them?
Soon.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, these are the ones we're opening, so these are the ones we're gonna keep, and you can paint them up. And it comes, of course, with 2 dice, because you need 2 dice to play Battletech. And these I also really love, because it gives you a lot more to do. Like, first of all, anybody who's played Battletech from time immemorial knows that in the box sets you get 2 of the same maps, and they're always the same, and they're really boring. But we got new map sheets, and these are hot. They look really, really good as far as like a flat map sheet goes. You get really good. They're just pretty. Just pretty. Look at that. It's so nice. Yeah, and you get kind of a more arid side. There's no water because that's another, it's kind of a hassle. But a more arid side and a more temperate side, which is kind of cool. They've got trees, and then you get, this, these babies, which are pretty awesome. You get some counters, some hex counters you can use. I'm putting it in front of the RoboCam. You get some hex counters you can use, and you also get some mech counters. You got 2 Thunderbolts, you got 2 new Wolverines, 2 Locusts, and 2 Griffins. And they stand up on their own really well, which is pretty cool. I'll pop one of those out here in just a second so you can see it. But this gives you a lot more. I mean, you can do more than just like the one-on-one type introductory game. You can do, you can play with a full lance, which is pretty sweet. But I'm gonna pop this Thunderbolt out so you can see it standing up. And I just remember the first game I ever played at Battletech was with these little press board counters. Yeah, oh, smooth, sexy, smooth jazz. But check that out. That actually looks really. I think on the table it looks really good. It's kind of hard to see how awesome it is on the.
Because the colors are kind of dark.
Yeah, the colors are kind of dark, but in person it looks really, really good. I think maybe this Wolverine will look a little better. I'll pop that in there too. But that is the basics of the beginner box, and I think as a beginner set, the price point at 20 bucks is just about right. It's really affordable. It's a great introduction to the rules, and I also think that it's not so heavy that it'll turn even young players off. At least it wasn't for my young one, and it gives you enough of a window into the more advanced and more detailed rules of the game.
So something I would toss in, because you talked about the pilot cards. So apparently these pilot cards are all from Little Novella here.
Oh, no kidding!
So they're characters from it.
Sweet!
And like they do all have special abilities, kind of like the characters we have on DFA.
Yeah.
They have different costs, and those are just meant so you can balance them against each other.
Okay, awesome. That's cool. Like adding balance. I appreciate that. Catalyst Game Labs, well done. I think it's a great box set. I really like the whole darn thing. I'm really pleased with mine. I'm excited to see what happens when we open up the game of Armored Combat here in just a second, because I haven't seen anything that's in this aside from what I saw maybe at MechCon, which was pretty limited because I was otherwise occupied. I was a busy guy at MechCon. There was a lot to do and see there. It was fun. We were drinking a lot too, yeah. Because we're grown-ups and we get to do it. I'm so excited. I'm opening the new Battletech box set. Here we go. Cellophane, nice. Look, okay, again, like check out the art. The art is so good. And I'm staring at myself, but like the art is so good on this. It looks great. Well done, well done. This is like a smooth, what?
I was gonna say leave it there, and then I can zoom in.
Oh, you can zoom in? I'll pop off the cover here, and then I'll set it back up. And we'll talk about the art while I pour through this stuff. Okay, so the first thing that assaults your senses when you open up this this beauty
That new paper
is
smell.
another Bill Keith novella and more pilot cards. So there's the novella, Eye Storm, because why not? And here's the pilot cards, which, you know, more stuff to do. Oh, and you get Alpha Strike cards as well in this set, which is pretty cool. Those of you who know the Battletech Alpha Strike system know that it is a more streamlined rule set, so you can play with larger numbers of units more easily. And it is a separate rule set from a game of Armored Combat, or what we'd call just like classic Battletech, which is much more granular. Basically, instead of having a mech record sheet with, you know, all of this stuff, which, oh god, you can see it. Yeah, there's just so much information on there. So instead of having just a mech record sheet, you have, like that. Yeah, so there's tons of information on a classic Battletech record sheet, but in Alpha Strike, here's your record sheet. That's it.
It's great for like company on company type thing.
Yeah, so if you're gonna do 12, you know, 12 on 12 units, like,
So like
this
we
is
have
a
50
great way to.
tanks.
And
Yeah.
you don't have me.
Yeah, and you don't have BJ to be the human calculator for you. So look at these. Okay, I'm gonna die. Let's set these up. But here is a Shadowhawk. Oh, these look so good. There's a catapult. I'll just set these up and then
Does it have the
RoboCam
X's?
the heck out of these boys.
With the X's on the top.
X is on the side. X
Covers
on the
for
side.
missiles.
Oh yeah. A Locust, which looks pretty dang cool. And then the Thunderbolt. Oh my god.
So I love the Thunderbolt, the original, and I have to say, like when they went to 3050, had a really horrible picture of it in there. But this is a sexy, sexy beast.
Well, I mean, it's part of the
Like,
whole. I mean,
damn.
Dare I say it? But you know, Thunderbolt was part of the whole. I love that they're re-seeing the re-seen mechs. You know, I mean, I think it's a, you know, it's a dirty word to talk about the whole unseen re-seen thing, but it's something they've got to get around. I think.
Sure.
You know, and so the fact that they're taking those designs, taking those mechs and redesigning them in a way that is still, you know, reminiscent of the old stuff, but different enough. I love it. I love it. So we'll show you a difference between the old awesome and the new.
Yeah. I mean, the new awesome is
Yeah, so
beefy.
these two right here. Yeah.
I mean, that looks like something to be feared on the battlefield.
Well, yeah.
The other one's all tall and lanky, but dang, that new awesome is sweet.
Yeah, they look so good. These miniatures are so great, and I know, Catalyst, if you're watching, I know that the people have already been clamoring for more of these mechs, like in just standalone packs, and I can't echo that enough. I think they look amazing. I would love to see more of them. I'd love to see more plastics.
Yeah.
Because like we wouldn't have, I don't think we would have had as many mechs for DFA if it hadn't been for those Alpha Strike Lance packs. They're great, and the previous box sets. It's just good stuff. They're great. They're easy to work with. They're easy to paint. And as much as I appreciate the heft of a you know, a pewter alloy mech, like these are just, I think they're just better.
They're painted. hate building the...
Building the pewter mechs can be tough. Yeah, it can be a pain. I mean, you
stuff
gotta
falls off a little easier.
well, and you gotta do a whole lot of pinning, especially for like the clan mechs right now. Like, I think every single one of those clan mechs, I had to use at least 1 or 2 pins for the arm, each arm, just depending on how they were configured, which is a hassle because you got to do a lot of drilling that way. But aside from the miniature hobby aspect of it, I love the production that's gone into these sets. They look so good. And like even the pressboard counters, like, God, they look nice. It just looks hot. And they're all 2-sided, so you've got you got a temperate side, and then you've got a desert side. You got the front and back of each of these mech counters as well, and they all look really good. Yeah. So super nice, super nice. And then I think you get more map sheets. Yeah.
Ooh, that water.
This one has water and roads. Look at that.
Ooh.
That's hot. Super hot. I'm holding it upside down. There we go. That looks good, right?
That's really good.
Man. And the quality's really good. They're not too thin. They're nice and thick. It's just really well done. And I know I'm doing a lot of gushing, but this is really a super pleasant experience to look at this stuff and realize, okay, maybe I paid $60 for this, but I'm definitely getting my money's worth.
I mean, the miniatures alone.
Oh, the minis alone, those are so great.
I like that the levels, you can like tell what the level is without having to read anything.
Yeah, they do a really good job of making that
Clear?
apparent and clear, especially on this one. I'll show you.
Like I know it automatically, that's a level 2, that's a level 3, and where I'm at.
And light woods and heavy woods are really kind of easy to understand too. So good. And then sort of the guts of the game, you've got a record sheet booklet, which is pretty cool. You got record sheets for, it looks like all of the mechs and their variants. So you got a Commando 3A and a Commando 2D, which is great. Shadowhawk 2H, a couple Wolverines, a couple Catapults.
Yeah, so it's not all the variants, but it gives you options.
5S, 5SE, yeah, it gives you options. I mean, and that's something that you get to start to, you kind of get a hint of that with the beginner box set, and then with this, it takes you a little deeper into it, so it's pretty cool. And you get your custom sheet, which I always kind of love because it lets you use the mech construction rules to make new cool variants on mechs that you like, or just make something completely homebrewed, which is pretty fun stuff.
You won't let me do that.
I won't let you do that because I'm a meanie. Big meanie. Oh, yeah, a table card. So you've got attack modifiers, you've got hit locations, you've got all the stuff that you need to use, and they're finally kind of together, right? So movement costs and piloting skill rolls are next to each other. You got punch location, kick location, all the physical stuff is on one side, all the weapon stuff is on the other side. Awesome. It's that kind of thought that I think makes these products definite upgrades from what they were, and in past box sets, and I think makes them really great purchases, even if you are familiar with Battletech and know your stuff and have played a lot. I think it's just those kind of small quality of life increases that just make everything a lot better.
Because I hate having to make our own cheat sheets each game.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the keister, right? This is sweet. Here we go.
Lore book.
Lore book, introducing everybody to the greatest house in the Inner Sphere, House Karita. I think it's fantastic. I mean, look at this, because you get the Star League. It looks super good.
It helps that they also have now 35 years of art products to draw from for this,
and they picked so much
to illustrate it. And yeah, it's. Hold it up so they can see it.
No. But I mean, it's so.
The interior is sexy.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks really good. It's got the, oh shit. It's very floppy. Okay, that's my problem. Hardbacks, please. No. You've got an overview of the eras, an overview of the universe, which is just very, kind of capsule text, but really good. You get a map of the Inner Sphere, which looks great. Can you see this? Yeah, shit, how do I? Okay, like that. You get...
You're allowed to curse on unboxing videos.
Yeah, I get to curse whenever I want. I'm a grown-up. Star League, which is pretty cool, and it, I mean, really great. Just sort of collaging of the fantastic art that Battletech's had over the last 30 years.
35.
35, that's right. It's the 35th anniversary, everybody. That's exciting, right?
Today?
35th
This year.
anniversary. This year is the 35th anniversary of the release of Battletech.
Makes me wonder what MechCon's going to be like.
Oh my gosh. Party Central. House Davian, House Karita, Davion, I don't know, Lau, Merrick. And just like the really great, just so many of these, yeah, awesome pieces of art, all collaged together to give you a sense of what each of these houses is about, and the mercenaries. Yeah, it's just great, freaking great. And then it kind of teases the additional products that they're putting out. The technical readouts, the Battletech manual, which I endorse fully. I think it's a great book. I think Catalyst did an amazing thing in making all of Battletech combat into one book, making it clear.
I mean, it could use an index,
It
but
could,
that
yeah. I
table
mean,
of context is awesome.
Index is next time. But it's great. Yeah, you got the Total Warfare book, which goes into, goes beyond battle mechs. And the Alpha Strike Commander's Edition. I think that's fairly new. I haven't seen that yet. But then maybe I'm not looking hard enough. Maybe. And then you got the rule book. Look at this. Oh, and really awesome. I mean, look, this is what you can do, people. You can make really awesome paintings. Oh, here, I'll just set it right here. Woo! Here we go. Bring it down. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
It's all good.
Sweet. Look at that. I mean, really well painted. Each of these minis, like, this could be your mech. That kind of stuff. It's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna flip through this real quick, just to see if there's anything that's gonna jump out at me.
It has the physical rules. It has most of the actual mech rules, and also has mech construction rules and a couple of scenarios in the back.
Sweet. Scenarios are fun.
I'm glad they included the mech construction rules, because if you go to the books, like Total Warfare has no construction rules. That's
Right.
in the tech manual.
Mhm.
You have to go hunting for that. So I'm glad that they included that in this.
Yeah. Flow charts. Yeah. Okay, this looks really good. I think y'all should go out and buy one of these right away if you can find them at your local game store. You can look online, but I think I don't know that it's available through Amazon yet. You may be able to go directly through Catalyst and get it. But go grab it. This looks fantastic. I'm really excited for Sarah to get her hands on these new mechs. We'll be making some goodness happen there. I'm excited to bring
Not
these.
so grabby.
I'm really excited to bring these to our tabletop because I think they're gonna really enhance. Like we haven't been able to have a Thunderbolt for a while because I don't like the new scene Thunderbolt. I think it's hideous.
That though.
That
is
looks
sexy.
This baby looks good. They're all real nice. They're real nice, and with the addition of the basic set Griffin, I think it's a pretty good amount of mechs. They all look awesome. What else do we want to say?
Don't know.
I don't know. We unboxed it. It's been unboxed. They look great. Big kudos to Catalyst for revamping their core products for this game.
So one thing is that we do have one box of each yet unopened.
Right.
That we need to figure out how to get to a couple of fans.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a couple contests.
All right.
And the winners of those contests will get either, hopefully, the Game of Armored Combat that we have not opened, or the beginner box set. If they are beginners to Battletech and want to learn how to play, I think we can offer either one.
Yeah.
But those will be forthcoming. So stay tuned to Death from Above, and we'll be releasing some details about that as soon as we know what the details are. Yeah. All right. We good?
Yeah. Thanks
Sweet.
for joining us.
Thanks for coming with us, and Sarah. and we'll see you next time. Next time there's something cool to unbox, or next time we just want to hang out and chat for a little while. We'll put chat up and do some chatting with chat.